Yeah. How good was music actually in 2025? It's the end of 2025 and unfortunately I only reacted to 9 albums on this channel. I was planning on reacting to more albums, but I just didn't have the time and honestly not the energy. However, I did listen to over 100 projects from this year, and we will go through them all and place them in different tiers, okay? So I have a whole tier list with all of these albums. Doesn't look like a lot. Does it look like a lot? No, not really. But if we take into consideration that we have 115 albums here, wow. I tried to come up with like unique names for each tier, which took me a long time. I was really thinking about the names. And I just ended up with lyrics from 2025 that have impacted me for worse or better, you know. Let's start from the bottom, honestly. I might get a little slap, but you wouldn't hit me on Snapchat. I think I'd give up a few rights if you would just love me like it's 1965. Albums that I wasn't too fond of, albums that I genuinely did not like, I was very disappointed by, and I wouldn't revisit. We have the next tier, SpongeBob, Big Guy, Pencil. So albums that are mid. Mid is the best way to describe it. The next one we have is Shaped Like a Number 8. So albums that I can appreciate from afar. I can still see why people would be drawn to them, but it's not necessarily something that I would like pump. Okay, we have Making Beats for Boring Dumb Bitch Fucking Gnarly. So albums that I did enjoy. I'm not like amazed by them. They're not like one of my favorites of 2025, but they do belong in the good tier. Okay, it's like more of a honorable mention, to be honest. And then we have Wobbly Wiggly Wobbly Wiggly. Ooh. I think this is a Travis Scott lyric. It's glorilla. She's like Wobbly Wiggly Wobbly. Ooh. Some of my favorites from 2025. Like I listened to them probably a few times this year. Okay, more than like 4 times. They're amazing to me. Awesome. But they're not my album of the year. And then we have the next tier, which is Keep That Big D Energy From My Mouth. Albums that are almost album of the year. And then we have I Paid the Check Before It Kisses the Mahogany Grain. I'm also referring to that interview where she explains that lyric and is so like fascinated by it. I chose it because the way she, how do I say, gushes over it, over that lyric is the exact same way I feel about my AOTY. Was that too complicated? Was that too complicated? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. Okay. I should also mention that I have arranged the albums in chronological order according to their release dates. You know, some opinions also might have changed over the year, but I honestly did not have the time to go through all of the albums again. Not all of them. So bear with me. Starting off with what was it? I have to. Who was this? Asian Glow. This album is called 1110011. So this album is a shoegaze album. It's a decent shoegaze album. I wasn't like amazed by all the tracks, but I appreciate it for what it is. Definitely. Like, if you like noisy rock music, definitely recommend it. You know, I would also recommend the song Feel All the Time. That song is my favorite song from the project. And I honestly do like shoegaze as a genre, so this was not too bad. Then we have Bad Bunny, Debi Tiran Mas Fotos. This is my first ever Bad Bunny album, and I think what I especially loved about it was the ambition behind the music and the overall concept. You know, it's like a nice mixture of reggaeton, salsa, house, and some more traditional music that is based on his roots. Not every song grabbed me, but the album as a whole made me want to find out more about Bad Bunny. And I'm honestly looking forward to seeing what he does next. So, you know, nice effort. The next one we have is Ethel Cain Perverts. This one also belongs here. So she basically did a full 180, explored the sound of like dark ambient drone music. And let me tell you something. It is terrifying as hell, but intriguing at the same time. To me, it also serves more as something you would listen to in the background. It's not something that I listen to from beginning to end. It's too scary for me to do that, okay? I think my limit genuinely in music, when it comes to like scary music, is Lingua Ignota. Ever heard of her? She has a song called I Who Bent the Tall Grass. That's scary. That's like the scariest song to me. And I'm not a big fan of like dark ambient music. Dark ambient music just scares me. I like ambient music. But yeah. Scaredy. And honestly, I think some songs drag on too long for my taste, but there are genuinely some beautiful moments. Amber Waves, Punish, nice. The follow up we received this year was definitely much better. We're also going to talk about that one, but I respect Alpha Kane for dropping something like this out of the blue as well. Like no one expected this, and I like that. That's genuinely beautiful that she has the creative freedom to just drop whatever she wants to drop. You know, maybe next album is going to be K-pop. Who knows? The next album we have, Mac Miller, Balloonerism. I respect the experimentation and abstractness of the album, but it's not really my taste of music. I get it though. Like if you were to tell me, oh, I like this album, it's one of my AOTYs, get it. I get it. Yeah, why not? I'm also, and this shouldn't influence the way I think about the album in itself, right? And it doesn't, but it sort of kind of does. The release of like posthumous albums in general, that's just something that's to me is very unethical. Disrespectful, because at the end of the day it all comes down to the artist being able to consent to the music being released, and by Mac Miller not being here anymore, obviously he can't do that, and that to me is just very disrespectful and as I said, unethical, because it really makes you realize that at the end of the day, wow, you're basically just money to the labels, a product. I'm saying this in regard of posthumous albums in general. Maybe he did consent to it being released the way it genuinely is, like with all the lyrics, the sounds, whatever. Maybe he was like, oh, before I die, or if I ever happen to die, you can't just drop this album. If that's the case, I'm not saying anything against it. But then, for example, what was his name? Not Post Malone. Oh my god. Post Pop. No, what was his name? Dior. Pop Smoke, X, Juice WRLD. But like immediately after they passed away, that was crazy. That still to this day, that's crazy to do. And very disrespectful. Damn, it's like, oh, okay, we can milk something out of you one last time. You're not on this earth, but who cares? We have the material. And that is just so disgusting to me. To keep it short, I just find it to be questionable. But the music in itself is fine, Then we have Mini Her. I don't even know how it sounds anymore. I'm sorry. I like Mini, but yeah, this was boring. We have FKA Twigs, You Sexual. Yeah. No.
Oh.
So I did react to this album, but I decided to keep it private because I hated the way I look in the video. I still hate the way I look, actually. I think it's overall a really good album. Glitchy sounds, futuristic. There's something very brutalistic about the whole concept and just the sound of this album. Very extraterrestrial, especially with the way she looks and again with the concept. Yeah, it's nice. I think it has like the experimental FKA Twigs, but mixed with more digestible sounds, and she did a really good job. There is a reissue version of this album. I do prefer the OG version, to be honest, but that one isn't bad either. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the album. Okay, the next and last album of January, we have Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. It's a very nice conclusion to the trilogy overall. Like, I appreciate the vulnerability and the rich sounding production, which is like typical The Weeknd behavior. I have a critique of this album. I think it is too long. Even the songs that I like could have been cut out and then later on released as deluxe tracks. And you could say that, there isn't really a departure sonically from the previous albums, but if you keep in mind that this is a trilogy, I think it makes it better, so I don't mind it as much. But I think there is definitely some variation. We have Sao Paulo. I think that is a different song. Like, that song does not belong on After Hours. It definitely does not belong on Dawn FM. So yeah, we have February, and we're starting off with I've Empathy. Maybe I'm not empathetic enough. I don't know. It's just not something that I like. And the thing is, I'm usually pretty excited to listen to a new IVE album, but I don't know what happened here. I genuinely think that this is boring. the year. This is my album of the year. Let me just applause. What I love about this album is just the soundscape it creates. There's this, I wrote it down, immense warmth that you're wrapped up in while listening to this, which makes me appreciate it so much more. It's almost like the songs want to go there, immerse themselves in something bigger, more exciting, but they just can't. And that's interesting to me. And yeah, I guess I do get the argument that it is wallpaper music, but to me, it's wallpaper music in the best way possible. It's like you have been staring at a wall for too long, and then you start to zone out and start to daydream. That's okay, loose album. To be honest, that's the best way to describe it, and that's why it's my album of the year. Choking Off, Take Me by the Hand, Ice Cream Truck, Blade Bird, Harvest Sky, Family and Friends, Obvious. You have the deluxe version, which I don't care about too much, but there's a song Viscous with FKA Twigs. Amazing song. If that was on the original album, I think that would be my favorite song on the album. Changha. I don't remember this album at all, but I trust my judgment because I was looking at the score and I gave it a positive score. So, but because I don't remember it as much as I used, I probably also didn't remember it a day after. No, because like I feel like memorability is also something that counts. You know, so Changha, Amorda, Jizu. It's just okay. There's nothing special about this EP. Tate McRae, So Close to What. I did react to this album, but I also kept that video private because I had problems with my mic. It is definitely her best effort so far. They didn't put much care into the second half. You can tell. They didn't. They were like, okay, we have these amazing tracks. We're going to put them at the front, and then whatever happens in the second half, happens in the second half, you know? So that's a problem I have with this album, that it's front loaded. Okay, the next album we have is Rebecca Black, Salvation. I did follow her career from Rebecca Black was here, the EP, basically the rebrand. Ever since, I have been hooked. And I think there's something very inspiring about the girl who made Friday being a pop star now. And yeah, this was nice. Definitely a good project. If you like more experimental pop music, experimental leaning pop music, you should give it a try. And Rebecca Black has a very nice vocal tone. She's not like the best singer, but there's something very captivating about the way she sings. Shy Girl, Club Shy, Room 2. Honestly, I just find this to be decent. True Religion on the EP, one of the best songs of 2025. That I have to say. Okay, moving on, we have Lisa, Alter Ego. It is not as bad as you guys make it out to be. With that being said, however, it definitely isn't that great. But there are some fun songs on this album. I feel like songs like Thunder, Rockstar, Lifestyle, Bad Girl, Fuck Up the World are her strong suit, and that's what she should focus on. I feel like that's where she truly shines. Even though I'm not like a big fan of these songs I just listed, I feel like the League of Legends music is like her thing. Rockstar is a good song. Rockstar is a really good song. That's like Lisa. Lisa. New Woman is my favorite on the album, but still. The Alter Egos are just not... Who the fuck is Vixie, Jixie, Bixie? Like, I don't really care about them. Do any of you guys care? It is good. You know, I wasn't amazed by it, but this might be the softest one my ears have encountered this year. Definitely. That's like, in a good sense. Very gentle. It's very soft. It's like water. It's like... We have Jenny Ruby. I did react to this album back in March when it was released. I still like it. I still think that it's a very interesting album. But I hope she truly maintains this energy throughout her career. I hope this is not just a debut thing. People should listen to this. Like, regardless of the fact if you like K-pop or not, I feel like that shouldn't matter. You should genuinely just listen to the album. Okay? Because it's not a K-pop album. It's just Jenny making an album, you know? The next one we have Lady Gaga Mayhem. I did also react to this album. It's super cohesive, energetic throughout. The tracks flow really well from start to finish, which was my big something I was scared of back when the track list dropped. I remember seeing Disease track 1 and then Die With a Smile as the last song, and I was just like, how the hell are we going to get from Disease to Die With a Smile? How? How is that going to happen? But she did a very good job. Whoever was behind that, the track listing, did an amazing job. And what I have to say is, I feel like this album is going to age really well. Sulgi. Accidentally on purpose. Especially after 28 Reasons, this was honestly just a letdown. It was not memorable, the teaser was misleading. I hate that SM Entertainment does that. They always do that. They drop something which basically starts to roll out, like a teaser, a trailer, and then you hear the sound and you're like, whoa, is this going to be the sound of the album? And then the music video teaser drops, or whatever drops after that. Huh? Hello? We have Yeji with Air, and I was not expecting it to like it as much as I do. And then we have The Seraphim Hot. This was good. This was nice. Nice. It's very solid, sensual, cohesive. Ash, one of the best songs of 2025. One Tier is like empty, right? Well, not anymore. This album by Playboi Carti, music, it was frustrating to listen to, as there were some good moments, but the bad moments totally outweighed them. And I don't think I need to mention the fact that this album is bloated with unnecessary songs. We have 30 songs. 30. I don't have the time. Neither do you. No one does. And it's also not a great comeback after half a decade, because Whole Lotta Red was something that I actually did listen to. And then we have NMIX. Wow. There are very unconventional sounds on this EP, and they're undoubtedly the best JYP group in the moment. Girl said maybe you're going to take that spot next year with whatever you're going to release. But NMIX? Kiki, do you love me? Uncut gem. The thing with Kiki so far, the whole group, is more style than substance. The concept's amazing. The music, only about half as good as the visuals. And that sucks. But to be honest, I'm still keeping an eye on them. Just Be. Let me tell you something. Just Odd. I did not care about this group at all. At all. Especially with boy groups, I'm just not a big fan of them. A decent effort. This EP, a decent effort. But they released something even better this year, which we are also going to talk about. But Chest on this EP, one of the best songs of 2025. Interestingly enough, to me, this EP serves more as a transitional moment in their career before like the actual commitment to more electronic music. The next one we have Ariana Grande, Brighter Days Ahead. I wasn't sure if I should put this on here or not, considering that it's just a deluxe. It's not really an album, but I feel like it's like a whole new era, a whole new world, basically a whole new world. So I decided to just put it in here, and I feel like this is a great addition to a great album. We have the month of April, starting off with Skrillex. This album I have written down here. Fuck you, Skrillex. You think you're Andy Warhol, but you're not. Hard. Very interesting. It's something you definitely need to listen from beginning to end without pausing it, since it's essentially one long song with constant beat drops. And at times that was a little tiring. It felt definitely longer than it was because of the constant changes. But it's like, from a creative standpoint, it is very interesting. Like, I do appreciate it. So if you want to listen to something different, you should give it a try. It's like we have 37 songs on the album. It's 45 minutes. And do the math. Like, every song is like a minute long, or like 2 minutes. Some songs are 2 minutes. So that's interesting. Ooh, okay. After. Is it nostalgia bait? Maybe. But do I care if it has been executed very well? No. They have the aesthetic, they have the sound, they have the lead vocalist. It just all goes together very well. So I truly don't mind if they drop the same song for the 50th time. I'm still going to enjoy it. Two Hollis. There's something very exciting about Two Hollis and the whole world of like hyperpop music. Well, electronic music in general with like these artists. But this was genuinely very disappointing. This was boring, very tame, which I was not expecting at all. I thought we were going to go very hard, especially with a song like Star. Rachel Chiniriri, this is called Little House. If you enjoyed the album and the more slower paced songs on the album, you definitely would enjoy this one. So yeah, give it a try. Why not? Ooh, Jane Remover, Revenge Seekers. The thing with Jane Remover, and the best way to describe her music, is throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. And most of it sticks. There are so many sounds clashing together, and sometimes they work very well together. Sometimes they are a head scratcher to me personally. Hence me putting it here. I like it. Kai. Okay, we have Kai from EXO. From what I remember, I liked it. The thing is, I'm very biased towards Kai because he is probably my favorite male idol in K-pop in general. If I had to describe Kai's music, I would say he's good at like incorporating modern musical styles into his own music, you know. Cry in the Rain. Wiggly wobbly, wiggly wobbly. This is good. Very good. Chu's getting better and better, and she's going to drop XO My Cyber Love or something in January. I'm very excited. I wonder if I like this more than the first mixtape. I don't know. However, I still like it. Moving on, we have the month of March. May. Starting off with 5E. Yes! Finally. I have been waiting ever since Underground. Okay, if we want to go there, since Fire Truck, the Umru remix. Okay, so 5E is a very interesting group. They are basically what I needed in K-pop, but just in J-pop. It's this just like hyperpop sound. And then you look at the credits, it's always Blood Pop, AG, Cook, Nurmak, you know, people that I'm very interested in. And that genuinely makes me happy. You know, they have a team of people they can go to, and that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, we have Erika de Kusir, I think that's how you say it. Lifetime. Gorgeous. This is like very atmospheric. It's a trip hop album where the production definitely carries about like 90% of the weight. No shade. That's like in the best way possible. Then we have, what do we have next? Oh, Pink Panthers. Okay, Pink Panthers belongs here. Pink Panthers doing what Pink Panthers does best. With this one, I basically love the fact that she created a whole brand for herself and that you associate the whole UK aesthetic, the plate patterns with Pink Panthers. I think that's what she successfully did with this project. It's like build a persona. Yeah, and Stateside. Nice. This album, sincerely, it was pleasant to listen to, but I thought I would like it more. I don't know. Meow. Drop top. Meh. And again, they are also a new group, so who knows what they will do next. But yeah. Okay, then we have Triple S Assemble 25. Great name. Nice. Then we have Idol. Idol. They continue to baffle me with their albums. Terrible albums, sorry. You would think that a rebrand would be very interesting, new, exciting, but there's genuinely nothing exciting going on here. And it's very sad. I used to be a very big Idol stan. What happened? Genuinely, what happened? I'm sad. Then we have Yule. What I like about this one is that the first half is more rock oriented and the second one is more electronic, which is very nice. Yule vocally stunts in New Selfie, like on this album, so that was very surprising to hear, especially on songs like Doo Something Beautiful. Tell me something beautiful tonight. My stars. Okay. The title track set the bar very high, too high for me. And I was expecting it to go into that direction. The end result, however, is still pretty good. It is a good album. It definitely is an honorable mention. But I'm not as crazy about it as I truly thought I was going to be. So, no, definitely not. But it's still good. Definitely give it a listen. Reborn is on it. There's a song with Naomi Campbell. And what I would say is that the album in itself sometimes is just too loud. There's too much going on. It's very overwhelming. It's Girls will be girls will be girls. Will be girls will be girls. It's okay. Marina, Princess of Power. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me tell you something. I hope I'm not pissing off the Marina stands. I truly hope I'm not. Like, this is nothing against Marina. I swear it's nothing against Marina. But I really do not know what to say about this album. This is genuinely terrible to me. Terrible. I'm sorry. It's genuinely awful to me. From the lyrics, especially the lyrics, to the music just sounding so shallow. That's the best way to describe it. There's something so robotic about this album, which is a bummer because Marina as an artist genuinely isn't bad. She's not terrible, but it's like she has been lobotomized on this album. Because what do you mean? Hello Kitty, make me go rah rah. What? No. Artemis Club, Icarus. It's not as memorable as Dell, but it's still worth a try. Give it a listen. Okay, we have Eyelid, Bomb. This was nice, enjoyable. Eyelid, sorry, that's how you pronounce it. From S9. Okay. I Like You Better is a very beautiful song. That's a cute song. The B-sides? Boring. Okay, next we have Lord with Virgin. Just like Eusexua, in the sense that it's not minimalistic, but it's raw. It's there's something metallic about it and very industrial sounding. And that's so interesting about this album. Cat's Eye, Beautiful Nightmare, what was it? Beautiful Chaos. Although the music is not quite as interesting as the members themselves, I feel like this is definitely an improvement. This is an improvement. And I know just by, the name of this tier, I should put it here, but no. They will get there eventually. I feel like they will get there. I feel like they will get more creative freedom in the future. I feel like Laura Monon or whoever is writing the lyrics, producing the music is going to be involved in creation of the music. So I guess we just need to be patient. But so far, the music is middle. We have Jackie Way, Geometry Dash Music. Nice. Kesha, okay. Period. I've come to the conclusion that Kesha just isn't an album artist for me. Sorry. And this one further validates my statement. I did go through all of her albums, and I think Gag Order is very interesting. Rainbow's nice. Even Animal... Wait, I'm taking back what I said. But still, I feel like she's more someone who drops really great singles and drops decent albums. There are a few interesting moments here, and it's intriguing that she has returned to her more upbeat music after 3 sonically different albums. However, I was just left feeling whelmed by this album, so I don't know. It wasn't like a great comeback to me. Oh, we have Justin Bieber Swag. Unexpected. I was gonna say banger, but if it truly was a banger, I would put it here at least. It's a decent effort, okay? I thought I was going to hate it. I think it's decent. It definitely is too long. We have too many filler songs. There are some good songs on it. Ooh, okay. Guys, let me tell you something about this album. Clips. Let God Sort Them Out. Pusha T is in Clips, and then there's someone else whose name I can't remember. Simply amazing. Amazing. Great flow, captivating storytelling, and fire beats. Also, do me a favor and listen to So Be It. Wow, that song is good. That song is truly good. Great. Okay, we have This Is For All My Ladies. I don't care about this album. I'm sorry. Also, what are these song lengths? Ringtone. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. 2 minutes 15 seconds. 2 minutes 22 seconds. Hello. Tyler the Creator. Decent. Don't Tap the Glass. Nice. Quadeca. Okay, first of all, for a very long time, I thought you pronounced his name as Kadisha. The way he effortlessly blends different genres on this project is truly amazing to witness. Nice. The album cover also perfectly captures the listening experience, if you can see. Let me just zoom in. Yeah. It's like a shore album, seashore. Very good, very cinematic. Quadeca, Beat. This was nice. A summer EP, Dangerous Summer, wasn't bad, but I don't really care about it that much. Okay. Not only is the music getting better, but she also found her sound. Like it's a blend of electronic music and hyperpop mixed with elements of other genres, and it's no matter the genre, she always puts auto tune on her voice. I feel like that's the Eve, the sound. It's also interesting to note that some of her songs are in between two keys. It's this musical phenomenon I cannot explain with songs that are in between two keys. I tried to look it up on Reddit, I tried to look it up on Google, I just don't know the term for it. How do you do that in music? Like, I mean, I know how to do it, obviously. Wow, like if you have a DAW, you can just, change up the key, but like the decision behind that would be very interesting to know. Does that make the music catchier? Does it give it more of a nostalgic feeling, almost as if you're in the car listening to the radio? I hope someone who actually knows more about music than me can explain that. That would be very nice. Okay, the next one we have is El Emery. I don't know, Black Star. The album cover is a statement. Nice. Amazing. She's supposed to be the star, the Black Star. See? That brain, mind of a mastermind. However, I like Fountain Baby more. I honestly was kind of underwhelmed with this album. I don't know. Yeah, like, what do you want me to say? One of the few artists where I truly do not mind if the song is over 5 minutes. Nina Geraci, I Love My Computer. This is literally a love letter to like any kind of electronic music, but especially EDM. There's a lot of ambition behind this one, and vocally, she kind of resembles Sarah from KKB. And I'm not just saying it because they are Asian. Like Joey Valence and Bray Hyperyouth. Production-wise, extremely clean, satisfying, and the band in general, their performances are they're like very charismatic and full of character. That's what I like about it. Conan Gray. Well, I think the sonic palette of this album sounds pretty good. I tend to prefer his previous albums. So I was just left feeling bored, honestly. Okay, Audrey Hobart. Is it truly like the most innovative thing? No. At the same time, I'm like musically, it's not that innovative. It's not like something new, which you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. That's not wheel. That's not what I'm saying. What's very interesting about Audrey is she puts her personality into her music and art, which makes her stand out from her peers, I would say, or whoever her peers are. Adele. She feels very fresh in the pop landscape. That's what I like about her. Like how self-aware her music sometimes can be. That's what I like about it as well. I wonder if I should put it here. Honestly, it deserves a spot here. It truly does. Sex on a Beat, Super Scar, Machine Girl, Go, Death by Devotion, even though I'm not like the biggest fan of this song. Finally Apologizing, and then Home Wrecked. Nice. A Matter of Time by Levy. She has a unique voice. That's what I like about her. She's like, oh, I can't make... Ooh, wow. Like, nah. I like the jazz and bossa nova influences in her music, and Sabotage is probably my favorite song of hers. That is a truly amazing song. Ooh, I've Secret. Oh, okay, this was... give me the post, give me the D, give me the LGBT. This was okay. I do like it more than Mayday. No, what was it called? I Have Everyday. Empathy, sorry. And then we have Hayley Williams. Okay, the thing with the Hayley Williams album, Eco Death at a Bachelorette Party, I might not be as enthusiastic about this album as other people are, but I think it's still pretty good. I like how versatile the songs are. In general, the genre is rock, indie rock, but there are still some variations in music. Give it a shot. Moving on, we have Deftones. Okay, all of you guys know who Deftones is, obviously. Private Music is this album. My ever first album, and wow. The album is amazing from start to finish. You know, I would recommend Milk of the Madonna. I Think About You All the Time. And in general, if you're like a fan of alternative rock, metal, shoegaze, give it a spin. Give it a spin. Give it a spin. And then we have Blood Orange with, what was it called? Essex Honey. Great production, honestly. Great production. Makes you feel something. Music should make you feel something, so you know. Nice. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, we have Man's Best Friend. It's definitely not a short and sweet, and it is a letdown, especially after short and sweet. And it is a snoozer, you know. However, some songs do carry this album, so overall, it's definitely not terrible. You know, it's not the worst thing ever. I just wish it was better. I just wish it was better. aespa with Rich Man. It's sad because I used to be so excited about aespa music, especially aespa albums. And if you truly think about it, they only have 2 or 3 really good albums. Savage is the best one. I'm not excited about the aespa albums anymore, and this one certainly is no exception. But I'm keeping my hopes up. Okay, 2026, album of the year, aespa. Okay, Justin Bieber, Swag 2. Okay, he decided to drop a Swag 2 because he thought that it was not enough, that he dropped over 20 songs this year. So he was like, let me double it. Contrary to popular opinion, I actually prefer the second version. I know it's very God, it's very Jesus, gospel, yeah, whatever. I know. The songs do sound quite similar, but there's something about it that I like. It's low-key, it's vanilla, it's very kitschy. I don't know. Punch me in the face. I don't know. Maybe I liked the second half more. Maybe I was in a better mood. Jade. That's showbiz, baby. I had higher expectations for this album. I thought we would experiment with a more chaotic sound, similar to like Angel of My Dreams, Midnight Cowboy, Fantasy. But don't get me wrong, it's still a really good album. Like, there are moments in particular that I love where we, for example, flow from Self-Saboteur to Lip Service. Amazing. Wow. And I also feel like Plastic Box, which is a song I love, is going to be a huge hit in the future, I feel like. Frost Children's Sister. This was good. Very nice. I like the Frost Children. They produced a lot of good songs this year. They did The Deep, they did Kim Petras, Cortisol Star as well, and probably some other artists. And yeah, I'm honestly excited to see what they will do in the future. Let's go. Zara Larsson, Midnight Sun. She has crafted a brand around the whole symphony meme, you know, and executed it so well that truly, to the point where she truly feels like a fresh new artist. That was very smart. And the album, which is the only album I listened to by her, very good, nice, cohesive, it's tight, and I think it was a great decision to drop an album with only 10 tracks as a, I guess, rebrand. That was good. Nice. And I guess if I had to critique something lyrically, there's definitely room for improvement. So yeah, nice. Zara Larsson, yay! Okay, Olivia Dean. Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving. Her music feels refreshing to me. It's not something that is like truly the best new thing to me. But to me, especially after listening to so many electronic and hip-hop and pop albums, this felt like a refresher, a detox. I don't know. Like, this felt nice to my ears. A palate cleanser. Yeah. There's something very inoffensive about her in general. I feel like the general public will gravitate towards her. Like, truly. They will treasure her. Nice. Okay, then we have... Ooh, let me tell you something about this album. Raquel Jordan, I think that's how you say her name. Through the Wall. Very sensual, groovy, unexpected experimental elements as well. Towards, like, the half or the end of the album. And it's a great diva house album, honestly. Great vocals. There's something very mysterious about it. Nice. Great. Give it a listen. Please give it a listen. Mariah Carey. As someone who hasn't listened to any Mariah albums, I can confidently say that this is probably not even her best effort. This was just nice. I really didn't care about this album. Didn't care. And I do like R&B music, don't get me wrong. It's just that, I don't know. Doja Cat, we have Via, right? Okay, sure. The whole 80s thing in music is getting a bit tiresome, but the production is awesome. I don't know, it's good though. Can you really hate it if it's good? Doja. Moving on, we have October, starting off with a banger. Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl. I reacted to the album 2 months ago with a friend of mine, shout out, And my opinion hasn't changed at all. There's almost nothing showgirl about it, you know, that was like my biggest issue, and the song choices are just very poor. But even then, if we didn't have the showgirl concept, some of the songs are embarrassing. What? What? Eldest daughter cancelled? Wow. La la lu la li la la. Okay, the next album we have is, what was it? I have to look at my notes. Oh, Malibu Vanities. Such a random one, but the album cover looks very intriguing, very interesting. It's a good ambient album. It's an ambient album. We have okay. This one needs to marinate with me a little bit more. The reason why I'm saying this is because even though I'm very happy with the reception this album got, I don't think it is that great. I prefer the EP, and this album to me just had too many filler songs. With many, I'm talking like 3 or 4. Really, like, maybe you guys are seeing it different, but I don't know. I was just very disappointed. And I actually was planning on reacting to the album, and I'm glad I didn't react to it. If they get the love with this album, why would I be mad about it, you know? Lexi Liu, right? Teenage Ramble, not bad. Not bad. Maggie Lindemann. Ooh. Maggie Lindemann is one of those artists that I actually really care about and I do listen to a lot. So I was actually very sad with this album. I'm disappointed by it. It overall, to me, I feel like there hasn't really been much evolution in her music. I don't know. We have, obviously, sonically, Fang. Fang is a very unique song, right? But the rest isn't as exciting, and it truly isn't. I really want to see what she can do when she just waits or like takes her time. Maybe she cannot take her time. She has bills to pay. I get it, but like not like her strongest effort, honestly. Still give it a listen, please. Give it a listen. Maggie Lindemann, I really like Maggie Lindemann. Fang is also one of my favorite songs of 2025. So you know that's something she always manages to do. Even though I might not like the project, there's always a song from the project that I really like. We have After with After 2. You know where this one belongs. Do I like it more than the first one? I feel like I do. I do. Because the song choices on this one are better. The next one, we have Ash Nico with Smoochies. Nice. An improvement from Weed Killer and like a great departure from the whole persona, the League of Legends persona. I think I'm just saying it. No, I'm not just saying it because of Arcane. Like, she always felt like a League of Legends character. And you know, that lasted long, from like 2019 to 2024, 5 years. So yeah, this is a nice departure, as I said, full of personality, fun beats, and I love when she raps. There's something about Ashley. The way she raps, it's like, I can't do it, I can't imitate it. She's fun. She is a fun one, okay? Funny. The next one we have is Tame Impala. I did react to this album, and can I just say that I don't get the outrage. I truly don't. Maybe I'm just not in the fandom enough to get the outbursts, but this was nice to me. A fun listen. The variety of beat selections was nice, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just unique. Maybe I get it and you don't. Imogen Heap. What is this one called again? Aftercare. No, I Am. Besides one song, this EP has a darker sound. That's what I like about it, which I appreciate, you know, because it's different from what I'm used to from Imogen Heap. Imogen Heap to me is whimsical. She's not disturbing or dark. Noise on this EP, wow. Demi Lovato, it's not that deep. This album came and went. It's fine. Heroina, what a mess. Okay. What a mess. Honestly, wow, what a mess. I wasn't around the time when she dropped her albums, but I was around the time when she dropped her EP in 2022, and that was truly a very interesting EP. This album is really laughable. Sunmi. Heartmate. Can you believe it? We finally got a Sunmi full album. But just what happened? I like her music used to be so interesting. It just isn't interesting anymore to me. And it's Sunmi. Like I still really like Sunmi. I what happened? I don't know. And I have a question to people watching this. Do you guys seek out Sunmi music? Like truly, do you guys still follow her throughout her career, or what is happening? I don't know. Sunmi, we have Lux. So I obviously uploaded my reaction to this breathtaking album, so make sure to check it out. Guess who's going to see her next year? Okay. April 29th, my birthday in Cologne. This was actually almost my album of the year, but I do resonate with Okelu more. But this is definitely a close second. A close second. It's like here. Just Be. This is what I mentioned before. Snow Angel. There was a time when I used to check out like a lot of K-pop albums, but nowadays I just stick to groups that I like actually listen to. I decided to give this one a chance after Chest, because I love Chest so much. And let me tell you, this is the best K-pop music, boy group wise, I've heard this year. And people try to deny the fact that it is truly like inspired by Two Hollies and just like that realm of music. Come on now, like don't act stupid. It's not even like it's not meant in the bad way. Especially the visuals, the way some of the synths sound, the way like there is something about the production that just resembles Two Hollies and the whole. I always want to say PC music, but no, is there like a term for artists like Two Hollies? Because with Playboy Cardi, Destroy Lonely, it's opium, right? With AG Cook, Hannah Diamond, it's PC. Where does Two Hollies belong? Nowhere, because he's his own artist. I know. I'm just saying. Because we love to categorize as people, Very nice, very cohesive. Oh my god, Just Be. Please keep it like this. Fuck Twix, Eusexual Afterglow. I'm still torn over whether I like this album more than Eusexual. I don't know. Because this one has a lot more straightforward bangers. But I feel like I like Eusexual more. Eli, Stage Girl. Almost no one is making bubblegum pop anymore, but Eli has brought it back to life on this album in the most possible, like beautiful way possible. Yeah, listen to it. I'll say Glitter. I wish Glitter was on the album. Song of the year. Oh, Triple S. This is Triple S MSNS. That did not sound right. A different subunit. There are like 56,000 subunits of Triple S. I like checking out this group casually in general, but I'm getting tired of the drum and bass, two-step, Jersey club kind of beats they constantly use. That's something I like to listen to. But with Triple S, especially if you have that many different subunits, I just wish the albums had more of a distinctive sonic theme, or the groups. Because they all sound like the same, Like, what's the point of creating these subunits then? So yeah, this one is just decent. Next up, we have SD Kid. I wish it was longer. It seems like it was trying to play the game and appeal to the TikTok masses with the song lengths especially. But I do like the songs. Why not? Sega Bodega, okay? Interesting name. I created the universe so that life could create a language so complex just to say how much I love you. Nice. Okay. It's another pretty good ambient album. Check it out. Let me put it right after Malibu. Oh, that's interesting. They're like day and night. Okay, we have The Deep with K-pop Bitch. Interesting name. It's a pretty fun Nugu K-pop album. It's a mix of like second gen K-pop. There are like throwback sounds, but mixed with more modern sounds, electronic sounds. So that's interesting because if you look at the credits, you have someone like Kim Jae, who's like very known in the Korean electronic music scene, and then you have Frost Children. So, very interesting people behind the album. The Deep in itself, there's something charming about The Deep and her whole persona. That's cool. Last but not least, certainly not least, we have the EP Hard by Jane Remover. What I truly appreciate about this EP is that it's more laid back. The last song on this EP, beautiful. I wish it was released earlier on. That song probably would have made it my top 5. Oh my god, we are done. Let's go through each and all the tiers. Okay, we have I Might Get a Little Slap with 4 albums that I genuinely did not like. We had I Am Music. We had Playboy Cardi, G Idol, Marina, Taylor Swift. Then we have SpongeBob, Big Guy Pants, okay? You know, albums that I just didn't care for. Then we have Shape, like a number 8. Decent. Why not, as I said. Making Beats for Boring Dumb Bitch. Nice. Wobbly Wiggly Ooh. Amazing. Keep That Big D Energy from My Mouth. Almost AOTY. So we have a lot of contenders, as you can see. Okay, I tried to rearrange it, but it looks something like this, maybe. I asked myself the question if music was good in 2025. And my conclusion is that the music this year was pretty good. It wasn't on par with 2024 or 2020, but it was an interesting year for me because I discovered a lot, like a whole new realm of music and artists in general. As a pop fan, I also found this year to be more laid back. And I think that after the craziness of 2024 with Brad, Short and Sweet, Chapel Roan, TTBD, The Eras Tour, Cowboy Carter, Eternal Sunshine, and so on, we needed that. Can't wait to see what's in store for 2026. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share if you want to or don't. It's up to you. I'll see you in my first video of 2026.